All right. Good.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about another concept in psychology, and today we're going to talk about obedience to authority, and we're going to talk to you about the Milgram study. Has anyone heard of this study? No? Okay, yes. All right. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys some questions before I tell you what the Milgram study, what happened in it. Okay, so do you think that the million Nazis that killed during the Holocaust were following orders, or were they just evil accomplices?
Oh, they're following orders.
They're following orders? Does anybody else have? Yes.
Is it possible to say like both?
You could say that.
Because you can be following orders. Sheesh.
Okay, yeah, but which one would you lean more towards to? Do you think they'd be more evil or more like, oh, I guess I'm just going to follow orders then?
I guess it's more following orders.
Okay. All right. So, do you think you guys, if you guys were put in that situation, would you guys would have been Nazis at the point?
I would like
No. What about you?
Like, I'd like to say no. I don't know that I would ever be able to kill someone, which is why I'm not in the military. But, like, they were almost brainwashed by him and, like, made to believe that everything that he did was, like, I don't know, they just legitimately thought that they were doing what was right, I think, a lot of them, or some of them were just evil, I don't know. So I can't say that I wouldn't have, like, fallen for it almost.
Okay. So if you were just put into the situation, like without being brainwashed or anything, like.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have.
You don't think you would have?
No, I wouldn't have killed people.
Even if you had, like, let's say, someone kind of forced you to do it, would you do it?
No.
No? What about you guys?
What do you mean they force?
Like, let's say you have, like, the big officer and he's telling you, oh, you need to go and kill those Jewish people.
What happens if you don't?
I mean,
It depends.
It depends.
What if I was killed? I'd probably do it. But
what if there's
I
no?
was about to
If there's
say,
no
like,
conflict,
somebody
no.
like pulled a gun and like, all right, you shoot him, I shoot you, and bang, you know.
I have a gun, I'm gonna turn around and shoot that guy. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to live with killing someone. I would risk. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. But I would risk like dying.
Before you kill somebody else.
Just in cold
So
blood.
some innocent person. All right. So what happened in the Milgram study was that they had these participants come in and they were told, oh, we're doing an intelligence, a learning test. So what they did was they had the two people. They had the learner, the teacher, and the experimenter. Okay, so the volunteers for the experiment was the teacher and the learner. However, the teacher was the only volunteer. The learner was the confederate. Does anyone know what a confederate is? No? A confederate is a person that pretends to be a volunteer of the study, like a participant, but in fact they're just part of the study. Does that make sense? So what happened was in the study, the person was given a box that had voltage shock, and they would tell the person, oh, ask this question to the learner, and if they get it wrong, you shock them, and it'll go up the levels to like really like extreme, like it's a lethal voltage. So what do you guys think happened in the study? Do you guys think most people went all the way to try to kill the person, or they just, they realized that? Well, also what happened was, like, they had a recording on the background. No one was getting shocked for real. So let's say the person got it wrong, they were, oh, sorry, you got it wrong, shock. And the person was like, like they had a little voice in the background, oh no, I'm hurt. Like, and it sounded real. Like they all thought that, thinking that it was real. If you were in this experiment and you heard somebody else yelling, how far would you go?
I think they probably took it like pretty far.
How far do you think you would take it?
How far would I take it?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you going to reward them?
I don't think they got a reward. I think they just were told that there was an experiment. And the experimenter, which was like the scientist, was there with them. Yeah. So pretty much the experimenter was like, yeah, okay. And every time okay, once again, back to my question. Do you guys think you would just stood up and left? If you heard somebody else yelling and saying, "Oh my God, please stop, I'm getting hurt." You think so? All right, so what happened in the study was that 65% of people did not stop. They continued all the way to the end. I'll show you guys the video because it's so fascinating.
See, with that, I think I would have probably listened. I would have trusted the person that, like, whatever was going on was, like, supposed to happen.
I don't know.
I got problems.
Yeah, probably recording.
I have the opposite problem, like, scared of them.
Me too.
Yeah. I cried.
To find out, Michael is about to observe the replication of one of the most controversial experiments in history. In 1961, social psychologist Stanley Milgram devised a test to see if ordinary law-abiding people would give a stranger a lethal electric shock in the name of science.
Having to threat.
12 members of the public arrive for what they think is a memory test. They're introduced to another person who they believe is another volunteer. He's really an actor.
I'm Professor Lawrence.
As if the professor will be running the test.
Do you know what we're doing?
Not typically.
The volunteers are also unaware that they're being filmed. Social psychologist Dr. Clifford Stock will be monitoring their responses.
We're conducting an experiment into learning and behaviour. The actor who's acting as the professor comes in and talks to the two. The punishment we've chosen to use
Use the shocks.
I know how much pain is feeling, so I think.
Pairs, which the learner is expected to memorize. Each time the learner gets a multiple choice question wrong, the teacher is told to increase the voltage of the shock.
Just do that. I'm going to give you a little shock so you can see what it feels like.
To reinforce the subject's belief that the generator is real, and they are given a 45-volt shock.
Don't be scared.
Okay, yeah.
Significant.
Yeah, heavy.
Thank you.
Not enough to kill me just yet, so that's okay.
When the procedure continues, there's an awareness clearly in the mind of the teacher that
See if the teachers will call a stop to the test, or obey the professor and inflict extremely painful shocks, belief that they're advancing science.
please continue. That was correct. Fast. Is it A, train, B, car, C, aeroplane, D, journey? Sorry, it's 195. If that's him shouting, I can't go on. Sorry. Yes, the shots do involve pain, but the experiment requires that you continue. So please go on. There is no permanent tissue damage. Sorry? There is no permanent tissue damage. I know, but
So pretty much, as you guys were saying earlier, yeah, if someone had a gun to my head. However, this person didn't have a gun to anyone's head. So, like the experimenter, what do you guys think about that?
It's so easy. You keep going. Okay, good. Right. I feel like it's one of those kind of things. You see that movie, The Purge?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, it's like their morals aren't really their morals. Like, I think a lot of people are just afraid of the consequences of what they really want to do. So like you take away the consequences, it's like you do what you do.
Exactly. Does anyone else have any other questions or comments on the subject? That was the Milgram study. And thank you. Did it stop?
just did though. Like I just
Okay.
watched it stop.
Oh my god, this is so.
Reconnect?
Okay, no, it's there. Alright, just pause it.
Should I reconnect it?
I guess.